How do we tell stories that capture people's hearts and emotions? That is the challenge every day from dawn to dusk. And what a joy to be able to do that through our clients, our partners, and our team. 10 years ago, I had the opportunity to start what is now Iconium Media. I'd been working in visual communications for many years, and in fact, I've been in communications since I was a kid, always wanting to share stories and tell story. I was going through a transition. I had met some incredible mentors who were helping me really learn, how do I leverage the gifts that I have? One of the things I'd been tasked to do was to create a business plan. What could my life look like? It included really serving as an accelerant and consulting and helping people literally around the world use media to bring about further results. This was actually going to be the beginning of a business, and that's how Iconium Media started. I was in the middle of putting a project together for a client. We were embarking on a massive, massive film project, of which it was only me. So I began that journey of hiring and bringing a group of people together. This was going to be taking period over a couple of months, and I needed a consistent set. There was nothing available that we could use. And I turned to my husband, I said, "Can we use our garage?" And he goes, "Okay, you're the one that parks in there, so you'll be parking outside." Little did I know that the day we closed the garage door, it would stay closed for 3 more years as a full business began to operate in and out of that garage. We began to volunteer our time and put projects together just to be able to actually get a portfolio. We could build something.
I first connected with Karen and Iconium Media probably about 10 years ago. I was an early client for a one-off video project that I wanted to be done. And we met in the garage and talked it through, and I got the pitch, made the script, and the Iconium team did an incredible job on that. I was deeply moved by kind of the care and compassion that the team had at that time to get this video right.
There hadn't been a single day that I hadn't learned something really hard. I was on a lifelong journey of learning, and I decided to embrace it. One day, I realized that something shifted, and the whole world realized something shifted. COVID happened. I decided to pick up my phone and start calling our clients. How can I help? What is the next step that we can do? How can we reimagine? How do we market your business? I called client by client by client. I began to make that conversation. And what I realized was that we were in a position to be a voice, to go and make a difference for them, to have an impact. The most distinct day for me was April the 3rd, 2020. I got a phone call from one of our large clients, and they hired us to come in and be their marketing department. And it was the beginning of what has been an incredible relationship, and we're so thankful. That taught us to change how we did business. And that day, I knew we were on to new things.
Iconium was moving forward into a new direction. One of the main heartbeats for Iconium Media is as service. We want to serve others. That's ultimately why we exist. It's pretty exciting to have seen something from the very, very early days, not being a part of it as staff, but as a client, and now being on the flip side, being able to work here and celebrate and know, look at all that's changed, look at all that's grown in 10 years. A lot of our staff, they've progressed forward. Many of them have been with us for quite a few years. And we see them moving forward, taking on more responsibilities, more leadership, and more ownership. We have tight timelines, we have tight turnarounds. They do incredible work digging in hard. You dig in hard when you have a healthy culture. You have each other's back when you know you're trusted and you're supported. They just continue to show up and deliver excellent work. I'm very excited about what's to come for Iconium Media. We have some amazing years ahead.
Our number one value that we speak regularly, it's on our wall: aim high, think big, take risks. We're not going to give up because there is so much more to accomplish. And so I am so proud of our ability to step into the unknown and continue to make a difference. I just want to thank every single one of you, whether you were an employee, whether you were a contractor, whether you were a friend that was a cheerleader through the journey, a client, whether you've been a partner. Each of you knows who you are. I just cannot say thank you enough from the absolute bottom of my heart for walking this road with me, with our team. It's just been really an honor, and I am deeply, deeply humbled. As I am here today at the beginning of our next decade, I think we're just getting started.